right here. This is where I've been literally the entire last week. Okay, we are headed out real quick to shoot some videos for Hannah. That's kind of what the day's about. We're trying to knock out a bunch of stuff for her. I'm getting some editing done on our videos. And when we get back, you guys and I will have a little bit of a talk about where we were the past week. Okay, we are all done here at Old Mill Park in Silverdale. We got some good shooting in, a little bit of golden light. It's nice to see the sun again. But with clear skies comes absolutely freezing temperature. Funny thing is, it's probably like 40 degrees or something, and other people have it way colder than us.
I think it's colder than 40.
Yeah, I think so too. In fact, there was even snow in the forecast for this week.
That's exciting.
But anyways, we're gonna leave now. We came, we shot, we left. That's what we do.
That's kind of what we do.
It's literally all we do. Oh, since this is a little bit cooler than sitting in a chair at home or something, I'll kind of start my talk now, which is the past week we weren't really vlogging. I explained yesterday that we were gonna go to the waterfall. We had a bunch of cool stuff lined up, and then we didn't vlog at all because I got crazy busy. And that crazy busy was the night we had decided we were going to the waterfall. I had 26 legend edits come in at once, which is a crazy amount. I try to keep it close to 24-hour turnaround, but 26 edits is like 26 hours of work. Plus I've got to live in there as well. So that took me a long time.
And by live, all he really means is eat and sleep. He doesn't actually mean live.
And yeah, so I was just laser focused on that work. We had 800 photos for our own business between a wedding and engagement, so I decided to just lump that all together and crank out everything. Well, as I was finishing up the legend edits, I had another sizable order come in that pushed me over 30. I think I had like 33 or 34 total. And so that just absolutely destroyed me, and I just made the decision I'm not even going to try to vlog and just focus on getting all the edits done. So that is what I did. When I get back home, I will show you some of those edits. I think I got some screen recording software figured out this morning, so I'll try that out back at home, show you some of the edits a little bit later. Some of them turned out pretty cool. Anyway, it was a fun week of editing. Photo editing is very therapeutic because I can just put on music or something and just grind away for hours on that. Anyways, let's get in the car. It's freezing.
It's so cold.
Right here is literally where I've been the entire last week. But I've got to make all of this really fast. The next vlog is going to be another epic, you don't want to miss it vlogs. So we have to run out the door at 2:30 a.m. to get started on it. So let's jump into Lightroom and I'll show you some photos real quick. what I've been up to the last week, and then I'll get started on the next vlog, which is gonna be epic. All right, this is a test of OBS Studio, screen recording software. So I just got it, haven't used it before, but I think it's gonna work out really well for this. Like I said, I had a ton of legend edits. I'm just gonna walk through a couple of them to show you. These are all JPEG photos that you're seeing first. So this is the photographer that sends me all JPEGs. There is the before on that one. There is the after. So just added some sun flare up here. Some texture. Kind of spice things up. Let's see. This one is pretty standard. Sky replacement, a little bit of texture and flare. Turned out pretty cool. This one I changed up quite a bit. There is the before on that one. And then there is the after. And you could, I don't think anyone would catch this. I know because obviously I edited it. But you will notice there is sun to the right of the couple. It's more middle of the day, shadows casting on the left. However, a lot of photographers, if you were to actually shoot sunset like this, you would have to light with a pretty powerful strobe or off-camera flash. So that's kind of the way I just excuse the fact that I have a sunset behind them and there's light coming in. If you were to shoot that photo actually, you would have to still have a light source to light them. So I don't think it's a big deal. There are some photographers out there, not a whole lot, that get super picky about that sort of thing, but I think that turned out cool. I know the photographer loved it. This one I toyed around with. I could have left the distortion, but for the sake of an art piece, if you were to print it out really large, I corrected the distortion, which Lightroom's kind of whacking out there. Yeah, there it is. I think it could be a cool, really large print. Okay, let's jump over to a different order real quick. I'm trying to get through these fast so we can leave the house and head up to the mountains. Like I said, it's going to be an epic vlog tomorrow. Okay, and you can see all my stages in here. This was like a 16 or 17 photo order, and I have 87 photos when I'm finished with all the stages. That just kind of shows you. There's the original on this one. I think this one turned out pretty sweet. Boom. So pretty simple sky replacement. In basic editing, I kind of fixed that hot spot from the strobe on the wall there, flattened everything out, fixed a little bit of the barrel distortion, took it in, fixed a little bit of the upright distortion, but not all of it. It felt weird fixing all of it. Removed the people that were in the shot, flipped the lights on, added a little bit of light rays coming through the palm tree up there, and then just did some corrective editing on them, kind of made them pop. This one turned out pretty cool also. Indoor shot. I corrected the distortion in the final, and then you'll see the person over on the left that threw the veil. That whole left side of the frame, I just didn't like how it compared to the dark right side of the frame. So I just mirrored the image and photoshopped in the left side of the frame for both sides. That took care of the person and made it really symmetrical. I really like how it turned out anyways. Flipped those spotlights on the couple, put some glow on all the candles and the other lights, and then added just some atmospheric fog. Turned out pretty cool. This one I really struggled what direction to go with it, but I ended up just kind of doing a night edit, added some stars up top, a little bit of moonlight. That you can see all the stars up there. One pretty simple sunset edit. When you're doing sky replacements on photos like this, you can see in the upper right that it was shot at 170 millimeter. Make sure 2.8. Make sure you blur the sky. I've seen people do sky replacements and the sky is sharp focus, but the background isn't, or vice versa. They blur the sky, but everything's in focus. So make sure you match the blur on composited elements like that. This photo, let's see, this is my corrective basic edits there. You'll see it already is kind of a post-sunset darker shot, obviously lit with the strobe there. So I went ahead and just played off that, made it a night edit, Maybe put in a moody sky, made the car pop out, the couple pop out, flip the lights on. This photo, I really wasn't sure what direction to go with. When it's a night shot, even if the couple's lit, it's really hard to do like a day edit. Obviously, it just doesn't work. You could do kind of a dusk sunset and it'll work out. But the direction I ended up going, just the way the light was coming around them, I ended up doing a rainy night edit like that. And I wasn't too sure about it. I liked it. I just wasn't sure how the photographer liked it. And I think this ended up being his favorite image. He was freaking out about it. So that made me really excited. Over here we got panoramic, it looks like. And I was just thinking, family photo, what art piece would they want above their sofa? That's kind of what went through my mind. So I ended up doing that, kept it somewhat similar to the day they had, just added in some clouds. This one here, I've gotten photos from this same spot before, so I Photoshop out the tape or whatever is running right there in the background. And then in this case, I just enhanced that sunset, that golden hour glow, and then did some like skin softening and stuff on the people. Here, just a good dusk sunset edit. This one's really cool. Where is the original? There you go, that's the original. And I just did kind of a dark, dramatic, moody art piece edit. And I came up with, let's see, on this next photo here, same couple, same spot, I came up with some toning that I really liked, which is this right here. Really like the toning, so I just stuck with it for a long time. Over here, photographer just played off of the light that was in front of them, put down a speed light, remote triggered speed light, kind of lit them. So then I played off of all that, put some more sunlight coming through the trees up at the top there, photoshopped out the flash stand, and then kind of just made it all blend and make sense. And again, this photo, I'm still using that same toning I was using. There's the before, there's the after, just did that sunset, that cool toning, and then I added in like some particles wherever there's light. I think that did a good job of just like making the scene a little bit more alive. Really like how that order turned out. That's all I'm going to go through. There was a handful more photos, but I need to get editing on this vlog so we can leave the house as soon as possible. Hope the screen recording works. And in the future, I will definitely try to record me actually editing these photos so you can kind of see what goes into it. But we'll save that for another time. Alright, that is going to be it for today's vlog. I just wanted to show a little bit of the behind the scenes as to why we weren't able to vlog last week. I was just slammed with this stuff. It's definitely not an excuse. I need to get better in the future to where even if I have a ton of edits come in, we can still be pumping out vlogs. That's where I want to be. So it's not an excuse. I failed on my part, but I will try not to from here on out. So, like I said, the next vlog is going to be epic. Don't miss it. And we are heading out the door to film it right now. See you guys.